know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. Cellars is the monthly wine club that matches you with wine that you'll love. Get started by taking the Taste Palette quiz to see your personalized matches. Now, Bright Cellars matches you with wines from all over the world, curated to your taste buds. They are focused on finding unique hidden gems from small vineyards all over the world. And with hundreds of private label wines, you'll be able to try a new wine you've never tasted before. All you need to do is take their 7-question quiz so they can gather your taste preferences and deliver wines you're guaranteed to love. Each box is completely unique to your taste palette, meaning no box is ever the same. Each box comes with wine education cards for each bottle that outline the tasting notes, suggested pairings, best serving temperatures, and its origins. Wine wisdom cards help show you how to store and open your wine, keeping it tasting fresh for longer. Now, all Sweet Pea Diaries viewers will get 60% off your first purchase by clicking on the link in the description box below. Thanks again to Bright Cellars Wines for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea and I'm back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. All right, who we got in the building? We got Vinny Vin, the real Virgo queen. We got Mimi Twin, red lipstick hustler Lily, Lady Princess. Thank you, Lily. She says very clear video queen. Thank you, you guys. You guys now, so we're gonna be streaming with StreamYard today. Right now it's looking like excellent conditions with our stream settings and our stream health. Hey, Tia, I've been trying to use vMix with my new camera, and so it was giving us some problems. So I decided to use StreamYard for this stream. As y'all can see, I'm still working with my struggling microphone. I'm still working things out, so bear with me. But I had to come on up here and I had to talk about this mess. Now, let me share my screen real quick. Y'all know what we here to talk about. Y'all see the title in the video. So there's no, we is not going to stall. We is going to jump right into this thing. But thank you, Bright Cellars Wines, for sponsoring today's video. You guys can click the link in the description box and get you 60% off your first box of 4. All right. Now, Tasha K, we know that she's been ordered to pay Cardi B $3.8 million from the judgment from the lawsuit that they had. A jury stated that Tasha K was liable for defamation. But it looks like, Tasha's been trying everything, been doing everything to stop this damn commencement of this paying this money. Now, Cardi, she'd started collecting on this the $3.8 million, and we was finding out that Tasha wasn't Tasha K, okay? She was not, it wasn't all cracked up what everybody thought. She wasn't this millionaire. She didn't have all this money. Cardi B was getting checks for $9K, then one for $630 something. And the people's is saying that Tasha hid money and all this thing. So now a judge in Georgia actually ordered Cardi B to pause, not stop, pause. There's a difference, okay? There's a difference in those two words, pausing and stopping, okay? Two different things. Ordered Cardi B to pause in collecting the judgment, all right? Now, we know that Tasha K filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and we are going to discuss the difference between this Chapter 11 and this Chapter 7 because we know there is a difference, okay? So, let me see. Now, we got the red lipstick color. Hustler Lily says very clear. Lady Princess says, hey, everyone. Tia says, hey. Soleil 846 says, hey, Sweet Pea. Tamara says, hey. The Real Virgo Queen says, hey. Hey, y'all. So, fall back off that broke. Well, let's check out something, okay? Let me share my screen. Cardi B ordered to pause efforts to collect $3 million owed from Tasha K after she filed for bankruptcy. All right. So the Neighborhood Talk reports this saying, it's no secret that Tasha K owes Cardi B $3 million, but it looks like Cardi will have to wait to get the coins from Tasha after she filed for bankruptcy back in May. According to Radar Online, a Georgia judge put the pause on Cardi trying to seize Tasha's assets. The judge said that the Chapter 11 case puts all of Tasha's pending legal matters on hold until after the bankruptcy is resolved. Now, we know about all of the rest of it, what was awarded in the court, and da. Now, Radar Online reports that this Georgia judge put it on pause, and he said that all of Tasha K's pending legal matters are on hold until after the bankruptcy is resolved. After the bankruptcy is resolved, this thing is going to commence to get to collecting. Now, let me read what the difference is, what a Chapter 11 bankruptcy even is, because I don't even think people realize that Tasha K filed Chapter 11. I think people thought it was Chapter 7, that she was seeking to have things discharged. But with Chapter 11, it's kind of similar to a 13 where things are kind of restructured, reorganized, and there's a payment plan. This is not sweeping something under the rug and wiping your slate clean. This is actually paying down and paying off your debts. So let's get into exactly what a Chapter 11 is. Hey, Golden Child. Hey, the Wife 7. Hey, Flo. Hey, Mrs. Jordan. Let's get into the details of a Chapter 11. All right. All right. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me get rid of this. Now, before we get into, discussing the Chapter 11 and we get in discussing legal matters, I have to give this quick disclaimer. I am not an attorney. I'm not a paralegal. I'm not a legal professional. I do not know anything about the law, okay? We just read court documents. We just go over court cases and we apply real life common sense, to these situations, okay? So I have to give that disclaimer. I am not qualified to give you any legal advice, nor am I attempting to. All right. We can read. That's all we say. We can read in the chat. We can read. We ain't stupid. All right, so let's share this screen about Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Okay. Now, Chapter 11 bankruptcy, this chapter of bankruptcy code generally provides for reorganization, usually involving a corporation or a partnership. A Chapter 11 debtor usually proposes a plan of reorganization to keep its business alive and pay creditors over time. Now, people in business or individuals can also seek relief in Chapter 11. All right. So let's get a little bit of background to Chapter 11. A case filed under Chapter 11 of the U.S. Bankruptcy Code is frequently referred to as a reorganization bankruptcy. Usually, the debtor remains in possession, has the powers and duties of a trustee, may continue to operate its business, and may, with court approval, borrow new money. Okay. Now, a plan of reorganization is proposed, and the creditors whose rights are affected may vote on the plan, and the plan may be confirmed by the court if it gets the required votes and satisfies certain legal requirements. Now, did you just hear that? That is very important when we're discussing this, okay? The fact that the reorganization plan that the debtor is going to put forth, the creditors who are actually affected in this bankruptcy, they can vote on the plan, okay? They can vote on this restructuring and what the debtor proposes, how to pay back. So that means if Tasha K were to put Cardi B's $3.8 million judgment on this bankruptcy, Cardi B also, because she is going to be considered a creditor, all right, a person that you owe this money to, she has the right to vote on the plan that Tasha is going to put forth as to how she plans to pay back the restructuring or reorganization of her businesses and debts. Cardi B would have the right to vote on that, okay? Now, how Chapter 11 works. A Chapter 11 case begins with the filing of a petition with the bankruptcy court serving the area where the debtor has a domicile, residence, or principal place of business. That just means that you're going to get served, okay? They're going to come to your house and they're going to serve you the paperwork. A petition may be a voluntary petition, which is filed by the debtor, or it may be an involuntary petition, which is filed by creditors that meet certain requirements. A voluntary petition must adhere to the format of Form B-101 of the official forms prescribed by the Judicial Conference of the United States. Now, unless the court orders otherwise, the debtor also must file with the court schedules of assets and liabilities, a schedule of current income and expenditures, a schedule of executory contracts and unexpired leases, and a statement of financial affairs. Now, let me read that again. What the debtor must file with the court is schedules of assets and liabilities. Hold on, you guys, one moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. So, what the debtor must file with the court is a schedule of assets and liabilities, a schedule of current income and expenditures, a schedule of executory contracts and unexpired leases, and a statement of financial affairs. All right. Now, if the debtor is an individual or a married couple filing jointly, there are additional document filing requirements. Such debtors must file a certificate of credit counseling and a copy of any debt repayment plan developed through the credit counseling, evidence of payment from employers, if any, received that 60 days before filing. So if you were employed, You must show evidence of payment from employers, meaning pay stubs or whatever. Like a letter from the your creditors. In this case, your employers. In this case, because Tasha K is a YouTuber and she's being paid by Google AdSense, she's going to have to show 60 days before filing this Chapter 11. She's going to have to show her statements of what her income was from YouTube, from her app, any monies that she's making, she has to show proof of that. A statement of monthly net income and any anticipated increase on income or expenses after filing, and a record of any interest the debtor has in federal or state qualified education or tuition accounts, student loans, any monies for school or whatever. Now, a married couple may file a joint petition or individual petitions. So if they're married, you can file it together or you can file it separate. Now, an individual cannot file under Chapter 11 or any other chapter if during the preceding 180 days a prior bankruptcy petition was dismissed due to the debtor's willful failure to appear before the court or comply with orders of the court, or was voluntarily dismissed after creditors sought relief from bankruptcy court to recover property upon which they hold liens. Basically, that says if you already filed bankruptcy before and you didn't go to court and you didn't appear, and your bankruptcy was voluntarily dismissed after creditors sought relief from the bankruptcy court to recover any property that you might have had some liens on, basically, you would not be able to file Chapter 11. So this means that, of course, none of that applies to her because she filed Chapter 11 and she's under Chapter 11. Now, the courts are required to charge $1,167 case filing fees and $571 miscellaneous administrative fees for this Chapter 11. So that's how much it costs to file a Chapter 11. $1,167 for the case filing fee and $571 for miscellaneous administrative fee. The fees must be paid to the clerk of the court upon filing, or may, with the court's permission, be paid by individual debtors in installments. So you don't even have to pay it up front. You can pay in installments if you ain't got all the money. All right. Now, the voluntary petition will include standard information concerning the debtor's name, their social security number or tax ID, their residence, location of principal assets, if a business, the debtor's plan or intention to file a plan, a request for relief under the appropriate chapter of the bankruptcy code. Upon filing a voluntary petition for relief under Chapter 11 or in an involuntary case, the entry of an order for relief, the debtor automatically assumes an additional identity as the debtor in possession. The term refers to a debtor that keeps possession and control of its assets while undergoing a reorganization under Chapter 11 without the appointment of a case trustee. Now, if you don't have a case trustee, that's what that means, that you will be referred to as a debtor in possession of all of your assets, right? If the debtor remains a debtor in possession until the debtor's plan of reorganization is confirmed, the debtor's case is dismissed or converted to a Chapter 7, or the Chapter 11 trustee is appointed. So I'm going to read that again. If a debtor will remain a debtor in possession until the debtor's plan of reorganization is confirmed, the debtor's case is dismissed or converted to Chapter 7. So they're saying if you're going to be able to keep your assets and stay in possession of your businesses, and whatnot, then you would be converted to a chapter 7. Or if you're going to keep all this, then you need to have a trustee, because that means there needs to be someone appointed to be over your affairs, to be watching things, and to, um, determine how this chapter 11 is going to go forward. Because if they're saying if you can keep possession of, and you don't have a trustee, then why are you doing a chapter 11? Why are we going to reorganize and restructure? You need a trustee in order to do that. So in order to keep it at 11, you got to get a trustee. Generally, the debtor, as debtor in position, operates the business and performs many of the functions that a trustee performs in cases under other chapters. Now, generally, a written disclosure statement and a plan of reorganization must be filed with the court. The disclosure statement is a document that must contain information concerning the assets, liabilities, and business affairs of the debtor sufficient to enable a creditor to make an informed judgment about the debtor's plan of reorganization. The information required is governed by judicial discretion and the circumstances of the case. Now, all of this is very important if you are not, of course, following it, because it's a lot of reading and a lot of mumbo jumbo, legal mumbo jumbo. The basic of this whole thing is that just because a person files bankruptcy, I don't care what it is, 7, 13, 11, the key words that the judge stated: pause. Cardi B must pause in collecting on the 3.8 million. Didn't say stop, didn't say erase, didn't say it's eradicated, didn't say it's going anywhere. We're just going to pause until we figure out your reorganization plan, what it is that you're planning to do with your debt, how you planning to handle what you owe. Okay? We don't even know if this chapter 11 is even going to contain Cardi B's lawsuit. Okay? All the judge simply said was, because Tasha K filed a chapter 11 bankruptcy, you must halt on collecting on that money. So that tells me that Cardi B's case might not even be involved with this chapter 11. Because if that's the case, why would the judge tell her she got a halt on collecting, right? I mean, you would automatically know that if it's, we would automatically know that if it was involved in this chapter 11. Now, it could be that it was listed. Okay, it could be that it was listed, and that's why the judge reached out to Cardi B, her lawyers or whatever, and said, hey, she's filed a chapter 11, you got to wait. But his words were, halt until after this chapter 11 is resolved. So who knows? We'll get specific details later as I research it more and dig more into this. But in any event, a chapter 11, chapter 7, none of this means that this judgment is going anywhere, because what you guys have to understand about it, it's a court order. This was, a jury, a court. They stated that Tasha K owes $3.8 million to Cardi B. She's liable for this defamation lawsuit. So just because she filed a bankruptcy, that doesn't mean that it's going to kaput, it's going to go away. That there's no way that it can be thrown out of court, or what I mean? Like, it's not going anywhere is the words that I'm really basically what it boils down to. It's not going anywhere. You can stall, you can put it off, you can do all of that, but the judgment is not going anywhere. Okay, period. Now, the chapter 11 debtor in possession is typically used to reorganize a business, like I said, which may be a corporation, it could be a sole proprietorship. All right. It could be the chapter 11 bankruptcy case of corporation does not put the personal assets of the stockholders at risk, other than the value of their investment in the company's stock. Now, in the case of individuals, chapter 11 bears some similarities to a chapter 13. Okay. For example, property of the estate for an individual debtor includes the debtor's earnings and property acquired by the debtor after filing until the case is closed, dismissed, or converted. Funding of the plan may be from the debtor's future earnings, and the plan cannot be confirmed over a creditor's objection without committing all the debtor's disposable income over 5 years, unless the plan pays for the claim in full with interest over a shorter period of time. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. Okay. A sole proprietorship, on the other hand, does not have an identity separate and distinct from its owners. Accordingly, a bankruptcy case involving a sole proprietorship includes both the business and personal assets of the owners slash debtors. Like a corporation, a partnership exists separate and apart from its partners. Now, in a partnership bankruptcy case, however, the partner's personal assets may, in some cases, be used to pay the creditors in the bankruptcy case, or the partners themselves may be forced to file for bankruptcy protection. So, of course, this all hinges down to what type of business entity is Tasha K. KB Studios. Is it an LLC? Is it a sole proprietorship, corporation, partnership, whatever it is? Certain rules will apply based upon what type of business KB Studios is. Now, is KB Studios the one filing bankruptcy? Is Tasha K the one filing bankruptcy? And I do believe they're an LLC. I do believe that's what it was. When we were looking at the court documents before, I believe that KB Studios is an LLC. So usually with that separates it apart from the person, right? The owner of the company. So I'm thinking that Tasha K, she personally filed bankruptcy. All right. KB Studios, as its entity in LLC, is not filing bankruptcy. Tasha K and her husband would be filing bankruptcy. Truth Teller says all Tasha K has to do is pay herself a check from the business and they will calculate her payments based on that. I'm not going to sit here and, I don't even know, maybe Truth Teller. I don't know if you know that to be true, hey, but I don't know how that works. But Marlena asks, how long does a chapter 11 last? Let's see. Do they give a timeline on how long? I believe that it has to be structured, like how much you're gonna pay. Okay, so like these examples has a $3 million debt that someone owed. 50%. So they were just putting out like how their plan was going to be restructured. So really, like they said, and that's kind of what I thought too, a chapter 11 was similar to a 13, where it's like a payment plan, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if it's your business that you are filing for this chapter 11, then you're going to say how you're going to restructure your business and your income and, your assets and your, whatever it is that you have at stake. But then if you are an individual, it's the same thing. They need to know, what is your plan? What is it that you're restructuring? What is it? Now, she's got to report all of her income sources, where it's coming from, where your money is at, that money over there in Africa. She's got to report all of that. And if she doesn't report all of that, that can be some consequences, right? If she don't tell them people, we're going to skip that. We don't want no ads running. If she don't tell them people where that money is, then that's something that she would have to be worried about as well, because she did all of this on social media. So we've seen it. Cardi's team has seen it. So if she neglects to mention that she took 800 and some thousand and put it in an account in Mali, then that's going to be a problem with the bankruptcy courts. Why did you not report that money? So she's got to report all of her assets, income, property, income sources, all of that. And she has to propose a plan on how she is going to pay back, how she's going to restructure everything, her future earnings. She's got to, all of that has to be calculated, taken into consideration, all of that. Okay. So a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, the courts have told Cardi B she's got to pause on collecting the $3.8 million judgment until this bankruptcy is resolved. Now, the question is, how long does a Chapter 11 last? And I don't know if there's a specific time limit on it. I think it's going to probably go by how much debt you have. Once they restructure and figure out this plan or whatever, her lawyers will put forth their proposal, how long they think it's going to take for her to pay something off. And then I guess that they would propose that. Let's see if there is a time limit. All right. Let's see. Okay. A Chapter 11 case may continue for many years unless the court, the U.S. trustee, the committee, or another party in interest acts to ensure that the case's timely resolution is put into effect. Hold on, you guys. So basically, it could be, like I said, it could be many years, like this article is saying, but it could be however long that they say, this is what our plan is, this is what our proposal is, and we expect that's going to take her XYZ amount of years to pay off this debt. Now, if they include that $3.8 million, then that's going to be a huge win for Tasha K, because that means that right now, this $3.8 million is owed. Okay. Let me get rid of this. This $3.8 million is owed in full right now, all of it. So this would be a huge win for Tasha K if this $3.8 million is included in this Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now, I'm going to take a quick break and I'm going to play Real Life and Reality. They are a YouTube reality show, okay? And we have been promoting them here on this channel. Please go over and click the link in the description box. Go over and check them out. They are a YouTube reality series. They have a new show. It's called Real Life and Music. And they are on episode 7, I want to say. This is season 1. And please go on over and take a look at their content and tell them that the Sweet Pea Diaries sent you. Now, when we come back, we are going to discuss why this would be a huge win for Tasha K if that lawsuit was to be put in this bankruptcy. Okay.
You honestly believe that your music sounds? Yes! Truly, wholeheartedly, I fucking do it! My hand is... They don't know what they do.
Bitches don't want to make music, they want to fight. Which one y'all want to do? Because I'm all about all of it.
You already know what it is. RB3L, Rebel, of course, Saki, the most decorated artist on this platform.
Said you was gonna piss on this man.
I had no problem with that. I was gonna piss in his mouth.
I know.
And I wanted him to get the heck of me.
Piss in my mouth!
Oh, is that what that was?
Yep.
I don't fuck with none of you guys.
But hold on, let me get something to drink.
All right, guys. As always, make sure you go on over to Real Life and Reality and tell them the Sweet Pea Diaries sent you. Every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, new episode. Now, hey, Denai. Hey, boy. Truth teller. Soleil 846. Denai, I down since defamation and not criminal because Denai said Tasha going to jail. Okay. Truth teller says, I believe it's criminal if she started moving funds after the case was filed. Well, I do remember that Judge Ray Ray told her don't move no money. Don't move nan penny. Y'all remember that. But I still have not researched and found out. Denai is pretty good with legal information. Denai, is it illegal for Tasha K to move money after the judge told her not to and she moved it anyway? She moved it on over there in Africa. Okay, so is that punishable by jail? Can Tasha go to jail? But anyway, this would be a huge win for Tasha K if that $3.8 million is included in this chapter 11. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a payment plan. Right now, this lawsuit is, right now, they want the money. The U.S. Marshals, they're going to be liquidating. Tasha's trying to stop. They coming in here, they taking the dirty towel. They taking my shirt. They taking my furniture. They took my black t-shirt shot. They taking everything. They running in there grabbing everything, okay? They grabbing cameras. They grabbing laptops. They taking it all. Stop taking my shit. Where you go? I'm motherfucking Tasha K. We don't give a damn about no goddamn Tasha K, ma'am. Give us that shit. They trying to liquidate every motherfucking thing they can to pay Cardi B, okay? Now, if they put that lawsuit up in this bankruptcy, then it would be she got to pay a payment plan, right? It would be a certain amount that she would pay monthly versus right now, all that shit. They want it all. 3.8 million due right now, ma'am, right now. They want it, okay? So that's what Tasha is doing, is stall tactic. If I can push this off, if I can keep putting it out as far as I can and as long as I can, then I don't have to pay right away, right? But ma'am, I have said this many, many times. If it's today, if it's next week, if it's 6 months from now, you're going to have to pay. Tasha K is going to have to pay this $3.8 million. It is not ever going away. What people fail to realize is the word bankruptcy does not mean over finito. You don't have to have this judgment can be overturned. No, that was what the appeal was supposed to be for. That's what the appeal would have said. Okay, we are going to overturn this verdict, right? The bankruptcy is not going to, there's no way that judgment and that decision will ever be overturned. That's it. You tried it with the appeal, you didn't win. The bankruptcy is only going to halt. It's only going to pause. It's only going to give you some time to pay off other people. Then you're going to have to come back and pay Cardi B. But if she put this $3.8 million into this chapter 11, and if it's accepted, if this plan is accepted, then Cardi B would be paid. She would be getting her money. Thank you, Soleil, for the $19. I really appreciate that. Girl, let me give her this, honey. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Soleil 846 for the $19.99, girl. Thank you. Now, Virgo Queen says she gonna even lose the rest of her hair. Truth Teller says, why would she show that on social media? Show what on social media? Oh, what the her going to Mali because she can't stay. A lot of these narcissistic personality people, they can't stay off social media because they want their subscribers, their viewers, their fans. They want people to see that this shit don't affect me. What people see, my shit don't stink. I'm the one, right? Can't nobody check me. I don't give a damn about a court order. I don't give a damn about a Cardi B. I'm Tasha K. That's why. That's how they do. They care more about what their subscribers and what the viewers, what they think, than what the courts done told your ass, what Judge Ray Ray done told your ass, what your husband is telling your ass. They don't care. Even while the ship is sinking, they still gonna fucking post. Okay. They want to look a certain way in front of their subscribers. And that's why she was on social media showing off. She was showing them donkey Shrek teeth. She couldn't stay off social media because she's a narcissist. Okay. And usually when they do that, they really be cutting their nose off to spite their face, right? She even did that in court. They were playing her videos. They were playing that as evidence. And she sat her ass up there on that stand. And the judge said, do you mean to tell me that I'm going to have to issue a gag order? I'm going to have to make you stop talking about Cardi B? And she said, yes. I mean, even in the face of a lawsuit, even in the face of a judge, she said, yes, I'm going to still troll. I'm going to still talk about this woman. Unbelievable, right? I mean, most of us would have just went on about our business. Alea says, no notification. Are you serious? Well, I did tell you guys that it is the end of the month, beginning of the month, with YouTube, and YouTube purges our subscribers. It is what it is. They delete our subs. They say that it is stale subs and people that they don't think are actually using their YouTube accounts. That's why they claim they do it. But I think they just target us smaller content creators, because I'm starting to get like content claim notices for old ass videos that I've done almost a year ago. And I'm getting content claims on them recently. So it's just like YouTube, they go through the smaller content creators and they just troll us. I don't understand why they don't do it to the larger ones. We ain't really making no money. Leave us alone. Let us get our little clicks, views, and our people, honey. But anyway, girl, you're going to have to pay Cardi B. You are going to have to pay her. Now, of course, the winos, they clicking their wine glasses together, honey. They are popping bottles right now. They getting drunk all weekend like it is, they partying like it's 1999, honey, because they think that this is a win. They think that this means Tasha don't got to pay. No, again, she ain't got to pay right now. She might not pay in 6 months, but she's going to pay. All right. The judge simply said, pause, hold up, wait until she, issues her bankruptcy plan, her restructuring, what it is that she plans to do. And then once it's resolved, then you can go back to collecting. But then the people will say, well, how long is that going to be? Because we just read it could take years, right? They can say, well, she's got this debt. It's going to take this long for her to even get through this. So we're going to sit back and we're going to watch this really closely and see exactly what is given. Is this lawsuit in with this bankruptcy, or is it we got all this other debt and we're going to restructure this and then you pay Cardi B? Who knows? But of course, Tasha said that this is what she was going to do. She was going to file bankruptcy. So of course, she's got advisors. She's got someone advising her team, her people, or whoever advising her on how to move. Because it's very odd that she filed Chapter 11. Not 7, not 13, but Chapter 11. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason behind that. Okay. Probably because maybe the length of time, or maybe there's not such a deadline or something on a Chapter 11 than there is a 7 and a 13, because the 11 and 13 are similar in reconstruction and payment plans. Even with the Chapter 13, you have to show that you went to a debt counselor or you went to some type of credit counseling place, and you have to put forth proof that you did that and that you got a payment plan through them. That's what we just read about the Chapter 11. You got to do the same thing. So I'm pretty sure there is, there's some particular reason why she chose 11 over 13. Okay. And again, she didn't even go for a Chapter 7 to discharge. She went for a Chapter 11, which is a restructure and a payment plan. So it leads me to believe that Cardi B's $3.8 million judgment is included and is involved in this bankruptcy, because she's seeking a payment plan, right? She's seeking to be able to pay this off in installments, right? Because I told you guys it's due now. And a lot of people were saying, well, no, they're only taking a percentage from her AdSense. That 9,000, because they listen to the lead attorney, they watch the lead attorney's interview with Vlad, and I keep telling people the lead attorney, and if he watches this video, if he comes across this video, if anyone sends him clips of my statement, I do not care. I mean every word I say. He does not know anything about the YouTube algorithm. He knows about live streaming. Yeah, he knows about them goddamn super chats. His people give him a lot of super chats. So he thinks that everyone makes this amount of money on YouTube. Tasha makes all this money because he gets a lot in super chats. No, okay, she does not get that amount that you get. You don't know the algorithm, sir. That $9,000 check that Cardi B got, that was absolutely 100% of Tasha K's earnings. And the reason I say that is because I know how much we make per CPMs, how much we make per milli, meaning what per 1,000 views. We don't get paid per view. We get paid per 1,000 views. We do not get paid per subscriber. So that $9,000 that she made, that was her income for that month. Okay. And that's why YouTube gave the entire check to Cardi B, because of that garnishment and that court order. And Cardi, her attorneys, they said turn over all, okay, all of Tasha K's earnings. They didn't say 30%. We have a court order for 30%, 90%. They said all of, okay? Because her order is that $3.8 million be paid now. Tasha did not give the court a payment plan. She didn't tell them that she had a hardship, none of that. So that $3.8 million is owed right now. The marshals will liquidate and seize all properties and pay off Cardi B, which is why Tasha said, hold the fuck up. Okay? Because Cardi is not like any other regular schmegler person or debtor when you file. She wants her shit now, and she went to collect now. Whereas maybe another judgment, they might take some time. They may not just come right after you and start collecting. Because of the maliciousness and because of Tasha K's arrogance and the way she continued to troll Cardi B, Cardi was not taking her foot off of Tasha's neck. She was not letting it slide. And so Tasha felt the heat. She had to do something. She said, I got to fucking file now. I got to give me something. We got to do something. So this is just another way to pause. It's another tactic to pause. All right. But we shall see if this is included in this bankruptcy. She still will be paying. It's not going away. This is not a magic pill where it's going to disappear. No, winos, she still will be paying. It might be a little bit chips. It might be, but she still will pay Cardi B. At least she won't be broke, penniless. At least her career won't be in vain. At least she still will go on to be able to make some money off of her videos, off of her interviews, off of her app. Because as it stands right now, she got to pay and she'll be broke. As it stands right now, Cardi B owns that fucking channel. So had she not have done this, and had she have not sought, to file for this bankruptcy, and the court did not say, hold up, Tasha would be paying, she'd be broke, and her whole goddamn YouTube check would be going to Cardi B. Period. All right. So let me see what y'all got to say, and then we're going to get up on out of here because there's really no more that we can say about this. It is what it is. Hey, visitor. Greetings, Sweet Pea, and all from the UK. Welcome from the UK. Hey, Sarah. You didn't get a notification? Girl, check and see if you are still subscribed, honey, because YouTube is doing their purging, okay? So check and see if y'all still subscribe. And check on the backup channel and see if you're still subscribed. You've got to, sometimes you've got to unsubscribe and then subscribe again if you're not getting notifications. That seems to fix it. And then make sure that your notifications is set to all. Don't set it to the one where it's the parameter where, I forget, it's the second one down. Usually when you just hit the subscribe button, it defaults to the second level down where your notification will come up at a later time. It won't come up immediately. You have to have it at all, and you have to click on subscribe and then click on it again so that you get the drop down that says all and then something else. And so just pick all, okay? But yeah, that's it. We are really gonna get ready and get on up out of here. Hey, Black and Petty. Hey, Black Beauty. I did see you guys come in. Hey, Peppermint Candy. Hey, Aaliyah, the Golden Child. All my members, all my subscribers. All Things Cutie. Hey, girl. Hey, Cheyenne. Cheyenne says, would bankruptcy protect Tasha K from future civil lawsuits? No. No, absolutely not. All right. So again, you guys, this is just another stall tactic from Tasha K to not pay Cardi B the $3.8 million right now, all in full. She's still going to have to pay no matter what, whether it's going to be over time, whether it's going to be a payment plan, we will soon see. All right. So y'all have a good weekend. Be safe, stay cool, because it's hot. All right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye, everybody.